Hey everyone, it's me Catherine and I'm here to do the rapid fire book tag. And I was tagged by absolutely no one because I'm never tagged. Out of all the book tags I've ever done, I was only tagged to do one of them. Because if I waited for someone to tag me, I would never do anything. So I'm here to do the rapid fire book tag because I want to do it. The original was created by Girl Reading and I will leave a link for that video in the description below. And the idea of behind this book tag is basically you have a bunch of questions and you just have to answer them as quickly as you can. So let's see how well I do. Question 1. Ebook or physical book? Both. Both. They both have their cons, they both have their advantages, and I love the advantages of both of them, so both. Paperback or hardback? Hardback's really pretty, but paperback because they're cheaper and much easier to read. Online or in-store book shopping? In-store book shopping, because you walk into a bookshop and then there's that smell and there's all the books and you can have a feel for them and look at them and read the synopsis. And I also like to read the first page before I buy a book to see if I can get on with the author's writing. But I do most of my book shopping online because it's so much cheaper. Trilogies or series? I have no preference, so both. Heroes or villains? I love me a good villain, but I also like a really good hero. I think it depends how well they're written, but I love villains and I love heroes both. Maybe a villain hero, hero villain? I don't know. A book you want everyone to read? Oh god, I want everyone to read. Oh, I know. Reasons to Stay Alive by Matt Haig. It's a memoir about his dealings with his mental illness, how he's dealt with it and how he's coping with it and things like that. And it's just, I guess it's a good book for people to read, to have a perspective, at least one person's perspective on dealing with mental illness. So yeah, I'll go for that one. Recommend an underrated book. Now what are we classing as underrated? Because underrated. For me, an underrated book is a book that people have rated low, but I actually really enjoyed, and I can't think of one off the top of my head. I'm sorry, pass. The last book you finished. That is easy. That is Curse's Fury. It was on my Kindle. Curse's Fury, book 3 in the Codex Lyra series by Jim Butcher. Weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark? The first thing that comes to mind is a spelling test that I got from, I've had since junior school, which is a list of words that I had to learn for a spelling test at school, and I still use that as a bookmark. No, I think that's about it. I don't tend to use bookmarks very often. If I do, it's because I've got a bookmark with me. I tend to just leave the books open, which I know you're not supposed to do because it breaks the spines and things, but I don't care. Used books, yes or no? Yes. Top 3 favourite genres? Oh, I don't know. From what I've been reading a lot recently, I will probably say fantasy. Mystery, and historical? I like historical things. I'll go for that for now. Borrow or buy? Obviously I would prefer to buy my own books, but I don't have the money to do that, so borrow. Characters or plot? Characters. If I hate the characters, I won't want to read it because I just won't care. It doesn't matter how great the plot is, if the characters are people that I hate, then I won't read it. Long or short books? Long books. Long or short chapters? Long chapters. Name the first 3 books you think of. Curse's Fury, Carry On, In the Labyrinth of Drakes. Editing Catherine interrupting because I missed 2 of the questions out. So, books that make you laugh or books that make you cry, and both, because I like books that make me feel things in general. I like things to make me feel feelings, whether it be funny or sad, so both. Fictional world or real world, and both have their disadvantages and their advantages depending on which fictional world we're talking about. So I think both, because I like the real world for the most part, but living in a fictional world will also be pretty great as well, so both. Audiobooks, yes or no? At the moment, no, because when I'm listening to something, my mind tends to wander to other things. I can't always focus on what I'm listening to, but I would like to try audiobooks at some point in the future. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? All the time. I never buy a book based on its cover though. Book to movie or book to TV adaptation. At the moment, book to movie, because I haven't watched many book to TV adaptations. The only one that comes to mind that I can think of was terrible. So, book to movie. A movie or TV show you preferred to its book. Ooh. Probably gonna have to say, I think, The Maze Runner, because I quite enjoyed the Maze Runner film, but I was not a fan of the book. Series or standalones? I like series, but I like standalones. I don't have a preference, both. So that was the rapid fire book tag. So that's it for that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below a book that you would recommend everyone to read, and I will hopefully see you in another video. Bye! Hey guys, it's me Catherine, and I'm back with another Top 5 Wednesday video. As always, Top 5 Wednesday is created by Lainey from Gingerly, and is currently being hosted by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. I will leave all the appropriate links in the description below. Now, this week's topic is top 5 characters you would not want to take place. So at number 5, we have Hermione Granger from the Harry Potter series. Now, I love Hermione.